Of course, it always helps to unmute myself before I start flapping my gums. Today's waifu of the day is Death Takes a Vacation. That is the name. We are doing a different waifu every day of the month for the month of April. This is waifu number 10. At the end of the month, I will be showing off all of them, taking some solid screenshots, then running a survey. We'll have a ladder match. That's right, ladder tournament to see who is the greatest waifu of them all. So it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun, folks. It'll be a lot of fun. Let me see what we got going up in the chat. We've got Haldir. Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is absolutely fantastic. Great to see you, Haldir. And then we've got Tim Olson. What's up, Tim? How you doing, man? And don't forget to check out Tim's books, man. This is a guy who has been getting better and better with every single sequential issue that has been coming out of Melvin. Production value just goes up and up. This guy's going to be going places. I tell you that. I tell you that. So, without further ado, okay, maybe a little bit more ado. All right, there we go. We can get back into the studio. Where right now I am working on Apex Predator. Be going into EDGEPUNK Magazine number 3. I've got Takome on board as my visual editor, so he'll be beating me about the face of the neck to make sure that I bring the best, and I do have editor Laura Gray helping me out with the dialogue and the story itself that has been kind of put together quite a while ago. It's but you know, further editing, hey, if I get pages kicked back, I have to redraw something, then I get pages kicked back and I have to redraw something. But it's all to ensure that the best product is brought to you. Right? That's the game we're going. What we're doing. And over here on YouTube, you can jump in on the action, jump into the cockpit. That's right. This is where we're piloting it into a better world of tomorrow for entertainment for everybody. All the stuff from animation to films, games, comics, you name it. I'm looking for it. I'm a man on a mission, and my mission is to supplant mainstream comics, to replace mainstream entertainment with the next round of good stuff, and make sure that you get EDGEPUNK Magazine. Wonderful folks helping out with the channel here. And so, advertising space, of course, we've got, make sure you sign up for Neon Revenant. Link is in the description below. EDGEPUNK Magazine, linked in the description as well. And you check out, and stay tuned, because 21 Demons from Paul Roper and World War Hell from Dan Fogarty are coming out sooner than later. From Omniverse Incursion Entertainment. Oi! It's entertainment, right? We're still working on that tagline. And all music, of course, provided by the indelible Legion Zero music. Links in the description. Go check out SoundCloud and Facebook to make sure you say all that awesome. Now that I have shouted out all of the people that make this happen. What a wonderful support team going on. It's time to get into drawing some advertisement. That's right, drawing an advertisement. Of course, I'm going to have to eventually add in some copy and whatnot, and that's going to be that. But first and foremost, you want to draw, and this is for the Wildemaster Kukri. Right, this is the Wildemaster Kukri, a high oscillating blade, so it's vibrating at really high frequencies, allowing it to cut through most things very smoothly. So just getting this, all of this put together. This will be an in magazine ad. Call it this product, this fictional product. It wouldn't be cyberpunk if it didn't have fictional products. Am I right? So this is the kukri that Scalpel Zero is wielding in the book. A fun little way to add a bit of exposition. Fun little way to add a little bit of exposition without bogging the reader down in a whole bunch of stuff. Something you can gloss over, pass right by, and whatnot, kind of steeping you, immersing you into the universe that it is. So, just kind of just loosely sketching in some stuff here. I gotta sketch that, and we draw in protective glove. Right, we're gonna draw in the protective glove. It's gonna be kind of mitteny, little big as well, because it is vibrating at such a high frequency, has been known to cause damage to exposed skin. And yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of loosely sketch it in. I'm going phase by phase on this, so it'll be what it is. And yeah. Are there animated ads in EDGEPUNK Magazine? Haldir asked. Let me bring that up. Are there animated ads in EDGEPUNK Magazine? You know, that's something that I would love to do. And I have looked into various machine learning assisted programs, AI for short, but it's not really artificial intelligence. It's just a clever program to do the in-betweening animation, which is the soulless, mind-numbing work that every animator dreads, well, except for a few that find it to be a comfortable little zone. But every animator would much rather be working on keyframes than on the in-between the keyframes, and so that's kind of what I'm looking into, so that we can expedite this. We can use this technology that people think is going to replace people and use it for its proper purpose. Have it do the menial stuff that a human can oversee. I've caught a little bit on that, but I'm no Shad. All right, I'm not going to be putting out like soulless stuff. You know what I mean? Let's see here. We want kind of a static picture almost. But no, we'll make it a little dramatic, a little dynamic. Kind of really loosely throwing stuff in on this. It's obviously like photo shoot type stuff, but I want to just kind of showcase the product in action. Have its oversized mitten like, or mitt, not mitten, but mitt style glove for the product. So that way we've got some good representation for this, and realize that I'm going to make this even bigger because, you know, get a little bit of design stuff done and in the other way. I would love to put animated ads. EDGEPUNK Magazine does have plenty of animated ads, and I'm almost thinking put flat battery pack here on the outside, then do like old telephone cord type deal leading to. So let's go ahead and map out a path cord to take. Show that it has plenty of cord space. Right. So kind of loosey-goosey it in right here. It's going to be going in behind that panel. I'll be putting copy around. I've got to design a logo for this thing. Speaking of logo design, I'm going to cut over to working on the Apex Predator logo itself. We have merchandise coming out on that, and whatnot. So we've got to get some stuff rolling there. It's been moving along. It's been moving along. Mitt. It's too big. Just block in its fingers here. Right there. Yeah, I think that's okay for composition. Oh, wrong button. Back in here. And what is jungle exploration without a little semi-pit helmet? It's not a real pit helmet. Jungle Explorer's hat. Popular by American. It is still a hard hat, but we want to show like normal person. Sleeves kind of rolled up a little bit. Have them, I don't know, haven't decided what to do with that front arm. This is going to be twisted like this. We'll give them a satchel, because that is synonymous with wearing the jungle as well. Button-up shirt. We're falling back on classic imagery for the advertisement. Right? Okay, well, that. So that goes like that. That. Just working in some cloth physics, right? I always pull from your stress points, cloth physics, whatnot. We'll have, we'll do like that. There we go. Pulls in and it kind of bunches up here in the back. There. Put in a whole bunch of like vines and stuff like that. Just go ahead, person, kind of leaning into it a little bit. I'm gonna take a big old chop at this big nasty vine and all this jungle brush that we got coming out. So we're gonna put some center stems of the leaves and whatnot, and go ahead and do our big leafy pattern, and then we'll cut it up here later. Pop in some jungle leaves. Background, obviously, the picture was obviously taken on set, not out in real life. And we'll some dangly vines here in the background to show that they cut through some broken branches and stuff. You know, just kind of go moving around, jumping around back and forth. Leave plenty of room for, so we'll put the master. Drop a little. Boom, Wildemaster. Tag. Fine. Right there. Alright, so tagline copy. I'm going to put this down here as disclaimer. You know, we're just going to go ahead and undo all that and put legal. And then we'll go ahead and put right there. X. Right. So, yeah, I think that works out. Got okay eye flow on it. So, a little chaotic. But we'll see how that goes. See how that goes. Where did you... Oop, wrong button. Again. I'm all sorts of, like, stupid fingers today. I'm going to go ahead and hit save on that. Make sure that we've got that save. We're going to go ahead and close it back out. And you can see back here where I have it organized. Yep, it's over here, down here in the corner, number 57. That's where our fresh ad went. The actual story ends on page 2, but I left myself a bunch of extra pages so I could do what I see fit. Recording a time lapse on all of this, but when it comes to like actually putting the books together and stuff like that, I'm going to be grabbing all this and throwing it into something that's already pre-formatted for what we need. So that way it comes out really good and deliver good, high quality, high resolution product. So, and occasionally I'm going to be coming back over here and nibbling at this picture as I continue to put more stuff in on it. I have to go look up a couple of terms first. I have to look up a couple of terms to get things a little. It is what it is, as they say it is. So we're going to go here for, I don't know, maybe a couple of hours. I do know that here in no more than an hour and a half, I have to disappear for about 15 to 20 minutes. Go attend to duties in Deadland. So right now, while I'm looking for something, we'll go ahead and pop our dancing waifu back up here. Go. Got our dancing waifu. As I go do the boring stuff and looking for a file, I have to find what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Apex Predator type. Okay. Now I can bring this back. Where's that? There we go. There we go. Okay. I was thinking of a couple of different ways to go ahead and do this. I think I've got it. I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of our grid for right now. Hide our grid. I don't want to look at. I don't want to look at the ruler. I don't want to look at the grid right now. Let's see here. Which one is this one? Boop boop. Okay. So we are going to duplicate layer. Or bring it on up here. Do an add. Oops, that was too many folders added. Get rid of that. Come on. Let me rename this. Okay, so we're gonna call this Apex Working, and we're gonna drop here and hide that. Duplicate this layer. Duplicate. And I want to transform it on that. So, yep, that's the button. I knew how to do this. Try and keep this online. We're going to bring it down a little bit, and I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. Okay. Grab a new layer. We're going to label this one perspective. Not perspective. Not in the business of doing business. Haldir says, I have to be, I have to go be at work in 90 minutes. Well, I hope that you have yourself a fantastic, productive, uneventful day. Unless, of course, the events are entertaining. We like entertaining. So if you gotta have something going on at work today, I hope that it's at least amusing. Alright, so this, I'm going to drag it all the way down here. That. Grab this corner here. Drag it all the way down here. That. So that way, now when I duplicate this layer, bottom one, I'm going to go ahead and transform. This is going to be a little bit of a repetitive process. Hey, why you came here? You came here for delicious sausage, right? You came here for delicious sausage. Go ahead and make that one that. Okay. Continue duplicating the layer. Yeah. And bring it down. So, anything interesting in the news today? You know, honestly, stuff that's been in the news is really unremarkable as far as I'm concerned. But, you know, hey, I could be very wrong. I did choose to do tanks over intelligence for a reason. Okay, Haldir says he's laughing. It's bad grammar, and once again we come back to my intelligence or lack thereof. And I have no idea what's going on. I'm a little scared. I might need an adult. Okay, that is... it's coming in wrong. I'm gonna go back up to this layer here. Yeah, by the transformation. Let's go back up to this. Oh, dang it. Okay. Here. Just a little bit. Make sure that it's lined up properly. We want it to be lined up properly. Go back up to this layer here. Transform this one. It's lined up properly. Okay. Alright, so now where the magic begins. So let's see here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. I say this one, and I grab my tool, fill tool. Please tell me I did. Could be. There we go. Oh, I have it applied to it. Connected. Oh, undo. Fill that one in. Alright, then we're going to skip one. Down a layer. Fill in that. Skip one. Down a layer. Fill in that. Skip one. Down a layer. And fill in that. So, I hate it. I do. It's still really hard to read. One thing I can do is this. Alright, so we're going to duplicate this layer. Then we're going to filter, we're going to blur. We're going to apply a Gaussian blur. And we're going to give it a Gaussian blur of 40. Okay, good. Then I'm going to grab my tool here. Our tolerance is set really nice and low. Grab the center of that. Nope, that is way too big of a blur. Let's set the tolerance to 6. That's much better. But it's still not there. So, keep increasing that tolerance until I get the selection that I want. Nope, still not getting the selection that I want. Try one more time. Side, grab the inside. Okay. We're gonna grab that outside. Nix it. We're gonna grab that light color inside of this. Grab our fill tool. rid of the marching ants. Actually looks not too terribly bad. Come in here. See what we have going on. Here's what I'm going to do. Undo a couple of things. Then we're going to go ahead and use that magic again to more tolerant stream there is. I think I overblurred it. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to delete that layer. Delete. I'm going to duplicate this layer. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and to apply Gaussian blur. 15. All right, and I'm going to the outside. We're going to select the inside. That doesn't give me enough of a border. Are you using vector graphics for the title? I will be converting this to vector once I'm done. Just sometimes it's easier to do that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to deselect all that stuff there. Okay, that's fine. We're going to put a little bit stronger of a blur. We'll say 25. 25. And then we'll grab that inside. Yeah, that looks good. So we're going to convert that. Delete all that stuff on the outside. Convert it again. Going to fill that in with our light color. Oh, wrong button. I am Senior Wrong Button today. Okay. I think that looks pretty decent. Hide that there, right there. Yeah. I think that's okay for 8. Now the real question is where do I put the predator? Right? So, first things first. Go ahead and bring back up our ruler bar. We're going to go down here to our guides. We are going to delete our guides. That way I can bring in new guides. And we're going to use that. I'm going to bring up my grid again. Is my grid. I want my grid back. Back my grid. Okay. Get a good feel. That's 1 inch. We'll bring that in to about right there. And we'll bring the next one. Go. 1/4 inch grid. That's not comfortable. Now it's supposed to sit on those. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump up. Here we're going to make a new folder. Call this one Predator. Predator. Okay. You off our snap to special ruler. It's nice that Clip Studio automatically has the snap to special ruler. It's also a real pain in the neck that it has the snap to special ruler. This one, go ahead and we're gonna hunt for a brush. Now I do like a scratch knife or something like this. So see how that works out. That's a little small. Go a little big. This and just kind of whip this into shape real quick. Oops, that is absolutely the wrong color that I do not want to. I want to use black. That's right, you heard me. So. Okay. Use this, my base. And that P, I can reuse the P. I can reuse the P. We're going to go ahead and just duplicate the layer. Bring it over just a little bit. We'll figure it out. You know, how I roll. Oops, wrong. I think we'll have that. I don't know if I'm going to have that dangling down. We're just working in basic stuff. So, come on. I double click something I want to double click. So this is P. This one is R. I'm going to make a layer for each letter. And this will be E. Alright, so we would definitely want to have it coming down from this corner to this corner. Oop, nope. Like that, though. Come on. Undo. There we go. If it's a little above. You know what? We're going to go ahead and duplicate this layer just so I have an extra copy. And this went out third one from this. No, yes. So 1, 2, 3. So this would be how far that actually went out. And see. All right. Go ahead. Oh, that was the E. Fun. All right, back it up, back it up. Gosh dang it, man. So, and then we're going to rename this one D. No, wrong button again. So D. Come on. There we go, D. I just want the D, man. And that's being clipped everywhere. So, now that, yeah, I do want this to be a base for all the other stuff. So, go in D. We're going in on it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Nope. Of course, we'll refine this further. All right. And next one, A. So if that is our standard point, new layer for A. Come on. There we go. No. No, not that one either. Man, I just... let's see here. Timothy Olsen says... Yeah, somebody clipped that. That's right. I just want to go in on the D. There you go. I gave it to you a second time, just so you can clip it. Where do you go to send submissions? I assume this is for EDGEPUNK Magazine. I would go to edgepunk.net. Link in the description. And contact them. I haven't taken a good look around the website because I just go there to check to go read my latest issue. I got an advanced copy, issue number 2, and let me tell you, folks, dude, immersive. You are immersed into a world hundreds of years in the future where people in this world, the only thing that gives them some levity in their miserable lives is all the stuff that is created. It's got articles, it has short stories, comics, videos of music, entertainment all across the board. And it's just growing and growing. EDGEPUNK Magazine number 2 is over 200 pages of amazing content. And it's a quarterly magazine. So you're like, hey, 200. That seems to be a lot, but you got to understand this is a quarterly magazine, and the people behind it really want you to have good solid quarter of entertainment. 3 months. Hey, Marinus, good to see you. Good to see you. Always good. Link is in the description. I think I pinned it. Yes, it is. So if you feel inclined, jump into the cockpit. Of course, cockpit being an amalgamation of the word pit and the acronym of creator-owned comics. And that's what we do here. That's what we do. We're here to bring all this stuff to the future. All right, so back to the letter A. Back to the letter A. So I think if keep on brand with this, letter A. See, that comes out to not angular enough. We want it to be. We have the E, so that's our form. And I'm going to be doing this a few times. Add tool. So next I need to add in the letter. So the letter T. I'm going to duplicate the bottom layer down there, bring it on up here. We're going to name it. Rename this one T. Good. And we're going to go grab that, drag it on over here, and grab my other tool, because I know what I'm doing. I swear I do. Grab it from the middle of that one. Yeah. Next for O. So for O, I'm going to make a new layer. Oh. First thing is first, back down here to this layer, we're going to box in our see, that's where it gets me a little bit. That's okay. We're just gonna box in where it goes. Quarter circles. And I'll just noodle this in a little. Another thing I could do is to do this. Okay, so now that we have this, right, those are our individual letters. So the R is the only one that will be repeating itself. And when you're working with stuff, I want to do stuff. Darkside says, Sid is the man. And Tim Olson says, Sid is dope AF. That's right. Gemini Crusaders, the atomic conductor. Let me over here. Oop. Yeah, definitely. And Sid drew that book. Amazing. Everybody's singing Sid's praise. Marinus, yeah, always, man. Try to share out all this stuff. Tim, you've got a book. Let me give you a wrench to promote if you so wish. And remember, with great wrench comes great responsibilitros. If you get the reference, extra points. So if I go ahead and say, start with a more standard thing here. Oops, I put that on my O layer. I do not want to do that. So we're going to make another folder here. We're going to call this one Take One. All right. I'm going to grab all these layers, shove them in there. Then we're going to grab a new folder, shove it in here, close Take One. Call this folder Dude. So that way I keep things organized. Because, you know, a finished piece of commercial art, like once I'm done with this, there will be hundreds of layers. Let's see here. Oh, yes. This is very important. So, Marinus says the book will be made no matter what. That's right. So, from what and Marinus, correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm seeing is that your funding goal is the point where you break even, is what I'm guessing. So make sure you share your books, YouTube, X, handle, Twitter, etc. Yeah, share everything, guys. This is a rising tide operation. We want all this stuff to be doing well. We do. I want to see this stuff. I want to see people develop. Look, you know, if people took Tim's first book and said, nope, it's not up to snuff, I'm not investing in that, then, dude, for real, man, what a loss that would have been, because Melvin 3 is fantastic, Melvin 0, like all of this stuff, dude, it just gets better and better and better. Another great one is Jack Lloyd, the voluntarist. Like, he recently remastered. Now, I had issues 1 through 5 of the 6-issue miniseries that he then remastered. You watch the production value go up. You watch lessons being learned with every issue, and I have to say, you know, I absolutely love it. That's right. And here we go. Haldier's got a link, so everybody make sure you go over and watch that real quick. It's short, so it's not going to take long. Go click on that link. Go give him a watch. Go give him a thumbs up. Leave a comment. At least 3 words. So the way that YouTube's algorithm works when it comes to comments, you need to leave at least 3 words. Emojis don't count as words. You got to leave at least 3 words for YouTube to pick that up in the algorithm. So make sure you leave a 3-word comment over there, and go check that out real quick, and then come back here. Come back here. Especially you, Marinus. You like smoke. We're silly people. Speaking of voice acting, I have to get into the studio later today. I have to record a couple of voices for the upcoming TAD Talks. Stock of Iron, you gotta check it out. It's wonderful. TAD Talks. Amazing guests. Amazing, and absolutely hilarious. If you like Space Ghost Coast to Coast, thank God I'm not doing the voice of Space Ghost. If you like the voice of Space Ghost Coast to Coast, if you like that show, you're going to enjoy this wonderful little bit of fan art that Stark of Iron is putting together. It's going to be fun on the bun. Alright, so back to what we were doing. Alright, I'm going to go with the new larger pen device. And we are going to just kind of tuck this in a little bit. Yeah, I got going on here. You might. So that is. Now I'm going to retroactively grab this, and then this. I'm going to turn off snap the special reward. And I'm of course on the wrong. Oh, that. And come on, there we go. Our P. Actually, I'm going to put this in as our base vertical line, as our reference line. Duplicate this layer. Right. Rename duplicated layer P. The letter P. Go ahead and pull it over just a little bit. Don't get awful. Let's see. Good. Oh, that's not how that goes. All right. So let's see here. That. So I'm going to go with easier to draw a circle if you do it a little bit by a little bit. We're going to have it be a little top curvy. So then I'm going to cut it through a little bit, thicken this up. I'm going to duplicate this layer, rename it R. I think I gotta go change like the double click settings. We're gonna go ahead and that and right hand arm of the R coming out like this. So, lost right. Okay. Good smooth line. So I get, you know, I get ideas sometimes, and they're scary. I'm gonna go ahead and grab our line here. We're gonna duplicate this layer, drag it on over. Oh, see, that's weird. Oh, cool. Never knew that. So when I'm pressing the shift button, right? See, I'm moving it around. When I press the shift button, it's in relation to the orientation of the screen, not the paper. That is kind of interesting. Okay, cool. So we're going to call this one E. Let's see here. Aldir says, I tried sketching it directly in pen. It's not super accurate to the reference, but it was good practice. Dude, good practice is, you know, people say practice makes perfect. No, it's perfect practice. That perfect way to practice is get outside of your comfort zone. Get awkward. Make it a little awkward. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just thicken that up just a little bit. Nah, I hate it. But that's alright. And extended this out that far. That's our midline right there. Line, we're gonna slash it back just a little bit. Slash it back a bit. We're gonna slash it out just a little bit. A little bit longer on the bottom than it is the top. Alright. Yeah, definitely gonna have to thicken this out. Here. Oh, nope, see, there I go. That's alright. Going to go ahead and duplicate this layer again. Our basic form. And we're gonna label this one D. I've gone back to the D again. That's getting clipped. That. And then get our brush tool out again. Find our midpoint right there. But I was going a little heavy, more curvy towards the top. On this, so you know, we'll add another layer. This is okay for take two. I think we're getting somewhere, getting a little bit closer. So we want, oh yeah, this is neutral, so I don't have to worry about any italicizing just yet. That. We'll have it poke up just for my little bit of reference. Go back down to D here, scratch it out the back just so I have a little bit of reference. Then we're going to go ahead and this one and duplicate that layer, bring it back up to the top. We're going to label this one T. This is the second time we've done T. That. Bring it on over here. Doesn't matter if we're drawing on top of something else because we already have. In fact, you know what? We're going to go ahead and take that apex, move that out of the way. Alright, go put it down here in the corner. Nobody puts Apex in the corner. Well, you know what? I just did. So, how about that? Cash me outside. Now, I think... Sure, why not? Alright, make a new layer here. Go. Half this show is me wrestling with my computer today. StreamYard has been a little buddy. Level. Smoothing in. I like the idea. Buried, of course. Okay, so and that would be our. Oh, here's one of the, all these layers. Oop. I'm gonna actually, you know what? Before I do that, one more folder. Call this. Nope, that one up to the. Call this one. Assembly. That's what I'm going to do is all these here. Duplicate. Drag them up into assembly one. Out. Drag assembly one down. Where'd you duplicate R? Put that one end so that doing here. At least pretend I know what I'm doing. Start moving these over. Why not? That's okay. Grab that second. Get it out. E. Move that in. Turning is somewhat. E. Getting clipped. We're not doing phrasing anymore. Dude, around here, we never were doing phrasing. Oh. And in. R. Out. Cool. And we're going to go ahead and take we're going to take a folder here. Come on. Oh. Call it sub 01.
So funny. It's you said Sub-Zero.
Okay. And we're going to reduce the opacity. And we're going to zoom out here. Duplicate this folder. Duplicate. Like that. Grab this one. Grab all of that. Merge the select layers. Delete that layer down there below. Good. Grab that test and move it out of the way. To close the tape. This. Just go ahead. Come on, let's go. Merge it on down. Merge it, merge it. There we go. We're going to make it right flipping red. Which, you know, comes out as light red. No, Ricky, that's pink. Yo, Edwin, what's up, dude? Hail to the mighty Edwin. Let me go ahead and show off to the folks over there on X the awesomeness that just graced chat. Always good to see you. Always good to see you. Realize something. There we go. That should be a little better. Go over there in the corner. There we go. A little bit better. Alright, dancing waifu has been dancified and fixed. Barely. Okay, so we're gonna go grab this one, and we're gonna go ahead and bigify it so I can work with something bigger here. That. Yes, go ahead and apply that. That's great. We're gonna hide. And we're gonna grab this layer here. Around. You know what? We're gonna just go ahead and start manipulating it. Oh, no, that's not the manipulation that I wanted to do. Okay. That out. Right there. Squish it. Squish it. And go ahead and move it. You know, we're going to move it down here. Oh. If I put it at the lip right there, then we applied spectrum. You know what? And then we move it down like that. We'll just vector work just a little bit further. And we just go ahead and do back to scale transformation. Get it noodled in here. Say okay. Add a new folder to our subassembly. Call this call this one Predator. There we go. And ink 1. Oh, helps if I turn the caps lock off. Ink 1. All right, there we go. Let's get in here and grab our brush, zoom in on this, start getting this kind of noodled in here. Oops, that is the wrong color. We want to go with blackness on this. Savage it up a little bit, as it were. Oh, I want to get rid of the hue, rid of the grid, rid of the ruler bar. There we go. That way, clearly see what it is the heck I'm doing. So if I'm gonna mess it up, I'm gonna be able to see what I'm messing up. Zoom in on this thing. So, head that out a little bit. Maybe thicken that up a little bit. We'll see. We'll work back and forth on this lettering. We'll black back and forth on this. I want it to be a little savage. Kind of just being a little rough. Yeah. It'll eventually come into something. I'm going to noodle it back and forth enough that it stands out. Not. And whatnot. Aldir saying hello, hail to Buzz. Levato. Edwin, what you got going on, man? I know you got some. Oh, you're always got some. Hard charger, heavy producer. You got. Ah, man. You got something. Please forgive me you've been plastered everywhere. Getting one, take into account I am pretty stupid. Two, so much good stuff. Of so many creators out there actually give a damn about quality of their product. Don't go out there and make excuses why their product is subpar, why that bug is actually a feature. That's one of the ones that gets me, man. I'm sorry. The only people that get away with the it's not a bug, it's a feature is Goat Simulator. For real. All right. Yeah. I want to go ahead and loop that just a little bit. Yeah, and then thing over here. I think what I'll do is I'm going to bring down this bar, like curve it in like a almost like a talon. Not so much that it would be, and then go back over here to the P, bring that down just a little bit. So, yeah, I think that could be something there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to grab that nice shiny red layer and come in on this, and sketch all the way around it. Sketch all the way around it. Inside a little bit, not a whole lot. Nope. Let's back that up a little bit. A little overzealous there. A little overzealous. Yeah, a little overzealous. Man, wrong button. There we go. This down. I gotta get this done. Like, this is way beyond overdue. We've got the UK line coming out. The Redbubble store is coming out, and we have the Redbubble store. But as we are able to support it, we are going to be getting all the setup fees and whatnot in order to get quality merchandise. Now with the Redbubble store too, we're very picky about the items that we're picking for the clothing. That's something, you know, if you do have a print-on-demand store, do your research. Double check all the clothing items. There is no one size fits all type of deal. Different shirts, different quality, different items do have intrinsic different qualities and whatnot. So the this one T-shirt may not be all it's cracked up to be, or this other one may be grossly underrated, and so it's that. And then when you're fighting with Redbubble, you know, there's this huge thing. I don't understand. I don't get it. How dare you make a profit margin, right? That's kind of like a mentality that I see going around, and that's some weak ass shit. When I see people running a campaign or selling a product, God, I hope you have a profit margin there. I do. Don't make it like, don't get greedy with it. But geez, man, get a profit margin. Okay, so you know we're trying to build something here. We have lines in on quality merchandise. So right now, as it is, when the merchandise store gets up and running, the UK, if you're in the UK, you will be able to get your merch, no additional cost delivered. We're working on getting the same in other countries. Right now, the global mailing shipping system is really fouled up. There's a big attack on shipping, saying it's not environmentally friendly enough. It is the most environmentally friendly way to move. It's the last thing you want to it. One of those eats the bugs moments. So, it's kind of baloney. But we also want to get the setup fees for the stuff that is produced in the United States. That stuff done does cost between 60 and 80 bucks for a product to get all the setups and stuff. But once that is done, it goes up on the store, and then shipping is included for domestically in the United States in the sticker price. Right, that's what we want to do. That way you don't have to do any extra math except for sales taxes where applicable. Right, so I'll take a look at that. Let's go ahead and zoom out on that really far. Get really tiny. I don't want to see my guidelines anymore. Go away. There we go. Yeah, the D seems kind of... This man. I'm just going to be destroyed on all the clips that come my way. Yo, Paulus Arts. Bugs and pods on subscription. That's right. That's right. You will own the nothing. Especially the bugs. They will be rented. And you will have to pay in your feces. That's disgusting. I know. Don't you just love it? We are reducing the world population. Because there are too many people. They can overthrow us if they actually just thought about it just the minute. Alright, so I'm gonna bring that one out just a little bit. And here's what I'm gonna do. We are going to go ahead and grab our fill tool, make that one black. Boop. We're going to do that. We're going to hide other layer. Fill it again. Come on. Really? No, don't do that. Yes. Out of control. Alright, let's go. What are we doing? Okay. And then we're going to take this top layer here. Go ahead and fill it in. Alkification. See where we're standing at there. Go, yep. Okay, cool. My suspicions were cool. You need to thicken that up. Decent amount. Let's go ahead and thicken it out a little bit. A little more savage. Linking these letters together. Get that. Oh, dang it. Add a little more. Do like the rough texture. This the a little bit of brutality, that smooth contrast between that smooth computerized text up above. The title should kind of lean towards the theme of the content, right? It should fit. It should be on brand. So if you got a fantasy title, then you've got crazy cool swirly letters that are all sorts of Art Nouveau and all got like, you know, something that's like, look at Blade Runner, look at Running Man, Lord of the Rings. Don't look at Avatar. That was just somebody getting away with using papyrus. Professional setting. Well played. Well played. Probably the best troll of all time. Our autosave. Sticking this out just a bit. I think that we're approaching something here. And unfortunately, the timeline is that whatever I come up with here today, that's it. That's what I'm going with. I can redesign it later, but I'm out of editing time. I am. I'm out of editing time on that. So, it is. It is what it is. So, then I have to vectorize this, and for that, I have a couple of different options. One, I've got some credits on a website that I've been using for, gosh, decades. It does free vectorization. You only get so many credits a month on that, and then you got to pay. But it is plenty of stuff. Nobody was crying about artificial intelligence then. Because it's not artificial intelligence, it's just a clever program. That's all it is. Not artificial intelligence. Sorry, spoiler. Clever program that'll vectorize something. I know all those vector artists that were put out of a job because vectorizing something is a click away. Or, you know, I could spend all day going in with a pen tool and vectorizing in all this little detail. Or the other option is I go pay Adobe a king's ransom every month for a function that I'm going to use a couple times more. Right? Yeah. Not happening. Absolutely not happening. Dude, Incel Riot does that shit. Dude's a maniac. Hey, we got Pixel out in the chat. What's up, dude? Incel Riot. That sounds familiar. Of course, my head is like a sieve. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're talking about going in and with a pen tool and vectorizing a raster image. Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes do that, but I've found that that's often a warning sign that people might be inclined and justified in being concerned. Let's see here. Let's get this just a little bit further on that outlining there. And write it in room and zoom out and take a look. So, okay. Let's bring that down. Bring it up. Kind of over that just a little so that we're nice even there. Okay. Almost seems. Let's go grab our big apex and kind of transform this one. We're going to do nope, that's the wrong tool. Ooh. I knew I should have gone with the potties. My last break. See if we can bring this yet. We'll say okay. Come on, let's go. We're gonna grab the predator. We're gonna bring that down just a little bit. It loses something. That stands out just enough. A little bit of an overlap in our thingy-mabobs. Bring it over just a little bit more. Get on my tiny thumbnail. Let's see here. Hold on, let me get over to the chat real quick. People are actually talking in here. Let's see here. Incel Riot does full-on Illustrator work in Illustrator with insane amounts of detail. Paulus Art says, I sail the seas, no bugs, odds for me. F Adobe. I'm with you. You can replace most of Adobe. You can replace all of Adobe and the Microsoft Office suite with stuff you find on the net that's open source and has fantastic plugins. I've been paying for Adobe, but I'm migrating to Affinity once we ship Arial AR13 Lima. I was telling my uncle about that too, and he wants to get his hands on it. He was laughing the whole time. I showed him some of the pictures. He's like, oh my god, this is fantastic. I'm not feeling it. You aren't either, huh? Yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Have you considered doing Predator in a block font style as well as having the EB slashes? And that was something that I had considered as well. Right? Like the Apex, you know, we spent some time working on the Apex. There were a whole bunch of iterations of that. And that turned out okay, because I want to give, like, you know, technological meets savage. Yo, welcome to the show, The Pixel Trader. What's up, dude?
Yo. I figured I'd pop in and just talk.
Oh, yeah, no, I absolutely love it. I have to go utilize the latrine really quick.
All right. Utilize.
Yes, utilize. I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to utilize it, but something will be emptied, something will be filled, and there definitely will be flushing noises.
Yeah, mute. Definitely mute.
Yeah, definitely mute. Yeah. All right, there we go. Dancing waifu. We're the audience. I don't have time to. Oof. I don't have time to do that. All right, I'll be right back.
Cool. So I get to take over the show now. Oh, is this actually in a game? He's just off in the middle of somewhere dancing away. I stand by my comment earlier, though. Her knees are awfully red. What's up, chat? Don't worry, I'm not going to take you to the bathroom with me. This music, though. Dang. Yeah, I came over to hijack Tank's show.
Okay, I'm back.
He's back. Okay, ignore everything I said.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, we like shenanigans. I
I was just saying I stand by my comment about her knees being awfully red.
Yes, they are. That may or may not have been done on purpose. I leave no comments.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've been working with... I don't like this one. I don't like it. I'm going to fix it.
Yeah.
I like your idea. Maybe savage up the E and do like something a little more block lettery.
Yeah.
So let me see what kind of fonts I have. I might have to go download a font.
I think that Apex just it looks more like a 70s kind of Atari title type thing. It doesn't
Right?
quite yeah, it doesn't quite fit that edgy militarized vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wanted kind of like a almost like a retro kind of um retro futuristic, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense.
Well, you kind of nailed it there. You know what's funny? Do you remember Singular Wireless?
Yes.
If that X was orange, it would totally remind me of that logo.
Nice. Nice.
Actually, I just
Yeah.
bought a Hyundai Santa Fe um, over around Christmas and stuff, and the lights and stuff all have this H pattern to them that look very similar to that too. So
Okay.
I can't stop thinking of my car when I see your X.
Good, 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 good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wanted like Apex. That I wanted to be very mechanical, almost. You know, very mechanical, very
Yeah.
computery. And then the Predator part, I want to be a little more Who-Man, a little more, or Savage.
Yeah.
Have some fun fonts in here. First thing with working with fonts is I gotta take it all apart, fix the kerning. That's a small price tag.
Yep.
Always tempting to use. You know, we're gonna classic block lettering. Ooh, wow, that's big. We'll go ahead and do that. Set to that. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna hit that. And we're gonna say. Alright, so we'll grab that. Just type it up quick. Stretch it. Stretch it to that inside. What about that? Up a little bit. Something sick. And then I got a turning's driving me crazy already.
Yeah.
But luckily, it's only between the A and the T. Just usually where it all falls apart. We are going to keep that. Drop down. And paste it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, I forgot to put that in a new folder. So I'm going to take this as some. Come on now, fingers. Simply to this stuff. There. Bring it down to my Predator folder. Yep. Almost just kind of works. If let's see. You know what? I'm gonna have some fun with it. We're going to duplicate that layer. Bring it up. Fine.
It needs
There we go.
bangs.
What's that?
Said it needs bangs.
It does need fangs. Ooh. I think I know of a way to give it claws. So let me go ahead and stuff this in here. Now I'm going to say source. That way I can stuff it, hide it, grab these two layers. We are going to merge those selected layers and we're going to rasterize them. Then I'm going to duplicate it, hide the original. That way, you know, I'm going to go ahead and just shove it in source. There we go. Okay, and we're going to... Oop, that was the wrong button. There we go. I'm going to put perspective warp on this. Yeah, about good enough. It's not just good, it's good enough. We're going to roll. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to do either. So we're gonna go ahead and nope. What I wanted to do. Control A. We're going to copy and paste. Select everything. Grab this. Pull it down just a little bit. Then we're going to. And we're going to ambiguify. So. Nope, that's not the direction I wanted to go with that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, slow down there, Haas. Might be a little more accurate if I use my pen instead of. Funny how that works. Nope. There we go. Man, it is just really wanting to get funky with Cheese Whiz, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to say okay with that. We're going to go ahead and back layer. We're going to go ahead and fill it in. There.
Let's see where you're going. Okay.
Right, and then I can box draw it if I need to. Okay, so take this there. And we're going to we're going to apply a blur, a Gaussian blur. Oh, we'll go ahead and give it a 15. A little bit. Grab our noodle tool. Select that upper layer. It's not enough. Do it. Give it a Gaussian blur of say 5 this time. And then grab my noodle tool. Alright. Invert this selection. Delete everything. Here. Delete that. Grab that color right there. And fill it in. Doesn't have enough. Doesn't have enough. That's okay. Just go back, and do that. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Go with 32.
I'd say use red, but I'm worried that it would look a little too close to the original Predator logo.
Right. Yeah. No, that's a genuine concern. There, do not.
Theirs was a little more block. It was still black text kind of thing, but it had the angular shapes on the curves.
Right.
I kind of got lucky with our logo. I had mocked it up the first time. It was just a really basic thing, and then I came back and did the whole like exploding 10x splash
Well, hey.
thing.
Oh, dude, Paulus. Man, come on. I was so proud of you earlier for knocking me down a peg. And now here you are dropping dimes. What's up, all things serious? How you doing out there? Good to see you around. Good to see you around. Oh boy, oh boy. I might have to let this one noodle for a little bit. Think about
Yeah,
it. Oh,
it's
yeah.
almost there. I feel like it's almost there. It's just it's not right. And I think some of it has to do with just how busy the background of Apex is when you have the text sitting over the top of it. So you might try
Yeah,
extruding, but I don't know.
yeah, see, that's something I'm thinking of as well, is to use this as, well, I mean, use this as a base and then just draw this in solid block.
Mhm.
You know, let's see here if I have, do I have that as far as, is that picture in here? Nope. Oh, it sure is. But yeah, no, I think that what might be the way to do that is to come in there, that thing the way it is, and go ahead and add another folder here. Call this. I don't want that folder all the way at the bottom. I want this folder on top. This folder is not a bottom; it's a power top.
Holy crap! Have you seen? I don't know how to say his name. Joe Sontag. Have you seen his Brett Booth cover for Reaper Destroyer 2?
No, I saw a little tiny corner piece of it. Hey, Crowded Gray Day. Good to see you. I'm doing fine. Wow.
Looks so good.
Does he have it up on his X?
Hold on one second. I'll share my screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me
Present. Share screen. I just want the window.
go ahead and shove us off down here to the bottom.
There we go.
All right, here we go. FMR, dude. Look at that.
Holy cow.
Yes, that nodding of yes down in the corner. I absolutely agree with that. That is 50 Shades of yes.
And he got Marlo to ink it too.
Oh, wow. Dude, look
Bro.
at that. That's fantastic. Dude, that is so cool.
That is so good. That's like, oh, man, it just screams 90s. It's beautiful.
Yeah. That is absolutely fantastic. Dude, I'm loving it so much. One day I'll be able to afford a Brett Booth cover.
Yeah.
I heard that costs an income.
So he has a number on his profile, but I have made a comment in the past about it being way out of my range, and he has replied something and to the point of it's not really how much he charges for indie guys.
Right,
so
it's a professional rate.
Yeah, so there's hope.
I do the same thing. I've got my professional rate, but I've got my work with your budget rate, and more often than not, it's my I'll work with your budget rate.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I want to see all these indie guys blow up, man.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I'm a man on a mission. Supplant mainstream.
Let me present something else real quick here.
Okay, that's fine.
Share screen.
Little dancing
Yep.
waifu in the corner. Waifu number 10. Death takes a vacation.
Boom.
That's fun.
All right.
I
So
love that.
really quick, this is actually Incel Riot work. His name is Will. And Will does some really cool stuff. You saw his other piece, the Tank Girl Mermaid piece.
Yes.
So people were like, I want to see more in this style, and so we decided to do a little story with him. Let me find the original Tank Girl piece here.
I love the fact that that's a Shark Tank.
Yeah. Can we not do it?
And I'm always in favor of a shark tank. Of course, I'm in favor of anything that's gonna be a tank. But
Right on.
I
So,
think it's fun.
okay. It's just so much fun. And the whole point of this, we decided we were going to do a story. It's going to be kind of a tank girl thing, but we decided to take the character more to her design in the comic book right now.
Mm-hmm.
We might stylize it more later, but we had this idea of kind of a tank girl Mad Max kind of vibe for the short thing that's like basically the world is kind of collapsed. The water's pretty much gone. There's only a handful of people that control any water at all, and drugs are rampant. And so this is Cocaine Shark in a tank, essentially acting like a bloodhound for cocaine. And so they're cruising around the wastelands, finding drug dealers and stealing their water so that he can stay alive. And so
I love it. I love it. That is so over the top.
Yeah.
That's so
Just realized
good.
we got to give her the crown too. I forgot about that since it'll be after our story. It'll take place in the future. But yeah,
I love
what
it.
we're thinking.
That is so fantastic. And I actually have a piece of Merkmaid fan art that I am cooking up right now. Yeah, I haven't gotten it fully started yet. I just got a couple of sketches in my sketchbook for ideas. Right. And I want to bring it. You know, I've upped my game, and I want to really bring it forward. That's why I'm doing. I try to do at least one piece of fan art a week. And right now, you know, we've got the studio with Dawn on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Which, dude, hit him up. Let's do some Merkmaid. For real.
Yeah.
Get you in the roster, get some awesome guys drawing some awesome work. And, see, look at that. Yeah, and Eric Hodson, man. Yes.
Right?
Dude, like, he was good before, but he seriously, like... He did some serious XP farming on this book here.
Oh, and what's crazy is he had to step away from this book for a little bit and handle a couple contracts that he had done. And so during that time, his style kind of shifted a bit between where he was and where he is now. And so there's definitely a tonal shift in his work around the middle of the book, but it works for the way that we tell the story anyway, so it's not a major problem. It just looks a little bit different.
Right.
But yeah, this whole sequence, we've shown it off before, but we finally are showing off the colors on these 2 pages. And then I've still got the fake text in here.
Yo, dim titties, though.
I left that as an Easter egg for anybody that's looking. But
that's great.
Yeah, it'll be gone in the real book.
Haldir with the link to the Dawn's channels over there at Dawn Draw Stuff. Yeah, love that one.
Yeah, and this is with our new colorist too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Who is your new colorist?
Big Boy Robo.
Big Boy Robo.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had to can Federico and get, because he wasn't producing, and so like
right.
If I wanted to get this book out in the next 5 years or so, I was gonna have to do something about it. So we did something about it. Yeah,
that's
good.
Yeah, that shot.
Yeah, look at this thing. Man. It's epic, and yeah, it's a whole team effort. This one right here, I love.
Yeah.
Say hello to my little friend.
Sebastian. It is so funny that this just started off as a joke and it's become so much more.
Right? Oh, I love it. Let me see. So I have 4 monitors running and I still can't keep my stuff organized.
Pardon me.
All right.
Oh, dude,
Trying
I'm
to show
nice.
stuff without sinking the ship here. Let's see. What can I show off?
Right? Oh, I dig on that. I absolutely dig on that.
Okay, well, there is this we can show. This is coming to Kickstarter.
Oh, yep. I love that. The reveal.
Yeah, got that one. Actually, so we changed the. This is so funny. Hold on, where is the picture here? Come on.
I love the iridescent coloring on the scales.
Yeah, that was my favorite version of it. My piece came before they actually did the rest of the coloring, so this one's based more off my design. But
Okay.
I still like the way that they've gone with it in the book. So her coloring inside the book is more of a greenish. You saw it right here,
Mm-hmm.
more of this aqua kind of color, and it's got some little highlights, but it stays more this way. My design has more of that iridescent, fishy vibe to it.
Right. Love that.
But this right here is hilarious. If anybody wants to scan that, it'll take you to a specific little page. Let me see here.
It'll take you to the version you want to see, I'm guessing.
You would think it would.
Oh.
You would think it would. Hold on a second.
Oh. Wait. I like that you're funding on multiple platforms.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to drop a link. I can drop a link in the chat.
Yeah, you should have a wrench. Yeah, you have the
One moment, I will.
You have the great responsibility.
I will use my responsibility poorly. 1 second.
Good. That's what we like. Yes. Okay, so.
Connect to the chat. Come on. Continue. Yes, continue. Yes, continue again. Yeah.
Yes, do it. Do it now.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. Boom. So go click that link, folks. Go check that out. Save it.
Put it in your happy place. Make it a happy thing. Yes, quite. You see.
Oh, later today, I have to record some voiceover lines. I'm really excited about that. For the new Tad Talks project from Stark of Iron, a faithful fan art production of the old Space Ghost Coast to Coast interviewing indie creators. Dude, look at that. That is great.
I love this movie. This is Peter Gilmore.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oops. Oh, wait. Come on. My system just decided to log out. Crazy.
Yeah, I've noticed that the latest version of StreamYard, that's usually a sign that they're working on something in the background. But it's like, dude, it gets buggy and weird. Look at that. That's great. That's wonderful.
Yeah. Did a great job, man.
Wow, look at that detail. Love it so much. The cigar.
What else can I show that I'm probably going to get in trouble for? Let's see.
Oh, would you like
Right,
that?
I'll share this one really quick. There we go. This can only stand for a minute. So, fight sequence.
Oh, that's great.
Got a ninja.
That's fantastic. The kick. You just kick her right in the tits.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, man. You know, it's all fair in love and war, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This time, it's war. That is fantastic. I'm loving that.
Oh, yes. There we go. I don't know how this is going to load. We'll see in a second. Come on. So, this is Minoltowski's art, but what I did is I roughed it up. So this is actually what the shirts look like, minus the QR.
Cool.
Yeah. So this is the final design for the shirts.
Dude, heck yeah. That's great.
What else here? What else do we have? Eventually I want to do this, but we're still a ways out for that.
Yeah, you heard the man. Back the campaign. Let's make this happen.
Yeah.
I would totally buy this for my kids. With his lucky stabber. His signature stogie. What's the link for the campaigns? Haldir, can you help me out? Are you still there? You can drop a link, right? I don't know if I have a link in the description here for you. No, I don't. That's an oversight. I'll have to add that to my mighty list of links. Which there's so much awesome stuff down in the description. Make sure you folks check out the description. There is just oodles and oodles of lots of really cool stuff. Geez, I just found out that I don't have Omer Glitch or the Dawn or any of those guys in the description down here, and I should.
You should be slipping, old man.
I am. There we go. Go to the littlemerkmaid.com for the mailing list for AR13 Hell.
Let's show these real quick here. Hold on. There we go. We got these guys.
Oh, that's cool.
The catchies. Those are going to be part of the campaign.
Those are injection molded. Looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. That's not cheap
I love
to
these.
get that set up. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he's over here too. You can see him better, but yeah, just hiding out on the side there. And then these.
That is fantastic. I love that.
Yeah, it'll be an add-on. It'll also be included in certain tiers. I think where I'm going to go with it. What else? I think that's pretty much it to show off right now. I got lots of pages, but I can't really show them because that would be too much to show. But
I understand that.
The preview is coming probably in about 2 weeks. A lot of lettering to do. Still got to finish it here. This piece is actually right. I'm in the middle of where to go. Where did it go? There it is.
Oh yeah. That's looking good, man.
Yeah, I got to get all the fish in here still. There's a bunch here I need to paint.
I've enjoyed watching this one come along.
And then my 3D guy, a buddy of mine, he needs to come through with the final render on the toy.
Yes. Great Cloud of Day says, I remember when you were launching the first book.
Yeah.
Okay, he signed up. Good job. Awesome.
Appreciate it. Yeah, the book is, the art's complete. Colors are about halfway there. I think we're looking at mid-May, give or take.
Okay.
For the colors to be done, possibly the end of May. It really depends on how things work out there, but we're looking at like 10 weeks from now.
Wow.
Essentially. I know it's probably a little bit. It'll probably be the end of May. We'll see. He's working so quick right now, and he's just been knocking out stuff. Way better than we were getting before.
Knife swinging battle crab.
Right.
Love it.
I tried really hard to replicate everything about the G.I. Joe. So, I mean, I've got the little text on the side. I'm actually going to change that, but the price tag is going to change. It's actually going to say Walrus.
Okay.
So it'll be Walrus and full on. So this right here, I had a hard time coming up with the tagline and finally nailed it because it was a real American hero.
Right.
And so
Real Merkin anti-hero. I love it.
Yeah. Hey, Grey Cloud, don't worry about it. It hasn't shipped yet, and so if you want to get in on the other campaign, if you didn't get on the first one, you're still going to get a first printing. So what we're going to do is take everything from the Kickstarter, count up the numbers from that, add into what we got from FMC, and then print.
Yeah,
No, you're fine.
Please ask. That's why, dude. Everybody who comes up here into the digital bullpen is in the hot seat. For real, on the spot.
Yeah, ask
get
away.
the work done. You get to see a little bit of the sausage making, a little bit behind the scenes. I love it. Thank you for bringing this over here, man, and showing this off. This is fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm really digging it. Look at that. Dude, that is so cool. That is so cool. I love it. You're just more and more production value, more and more merchandising, and getting it out there. Get outside of that little square known as the comic book, right?
try.
I love that.
The
Yeah, and
skateboards
it's
came
hard.
out really good too.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's something I've been looking into. Is like decks, getting some deck art, decorated decks. Because the deck technology is like, unless you're getting like really crazy with it, deck is almost a deck these days for a skateboard.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be even 20 years ago. They're so well done. Look at that. I love these. And who's the artist on this one?
This is Irene. I can't remember her last name, but
Oh yeah, the name that we don't try to pronounce.
yeah. No, not Strickout, not that one. I mean, the other Irene.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't
This
think
is
she lists her
great.
name. Let me see.
I love it. 3 separate trading cards that kind of all link together.
Triptych. And in the back, I haven't decided if they're going to mix up or not. But yeah, she's actually. I'll drop a link to her real quick here. So this is the artist for this, and then I took that, cleaned it up a little bit, and then shot that over to Robo, and Robo did the colors on it.
Oh, fantastic. What did I have going on? Okay. Not an
So
improvement.
yeah, he did the colors on it, and then I came in and did the graphic design work. So the artwork from them was just the characters themselves. I came in, did the ink splash look, did the funky, cool tech stuff in the background, and laid everything out so it would work as a triptych. And now I'm
Oh,
working
that
on
is
that.
great. That's fantastic. Heck yeah, dude. And I'm definitely going to give her a follow because I love that art. So I am now following her. Oh, she's got wonderful stuff too. Great styles.
Yeah, she is awesome. Really, she's gonna blow up at some point. She's much better currently at doing the cutesy and up style stuff for sure. Once she gets her chops for doing the panel to panel sequential stuff, she's just gonna grab something from her. Yeah, here's our color. Oops. Go.
Oop. Oh, yep. There you go. Let me get back over to my other thing that I have open. Yep, so I can go open that one up and go follow that. So many windows open. And just one monitor.
Yeah,
Awesome.
couldn't live with one monitor.
Dude, I'm suffering through it, but I will continue. As soon as I get everything.
If you saw the amount of layers and stuff that's in this G.I. Joe cover.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine that every little thing is on its own unique
Oh my
layer.
god. Yeah, it's
With
crazy.
masks and filters and modifiers galore.
Yeah, it's nuts. The original art was also in multiple layers too, so there's that, and then take that in and then pile all the extra stuff on top of it. It's a beast. It's a beast. Yeah.
No, I can definitely understand that all too well.
This part is one of the funniest things I have to deal with here. So you have to create a mock-up of this back cover and then export it and then hide it in the tiny cover here so that it's the same design as the big design, and then re-render it again. So I got a bunch of work to do. So I got to figure out what I'm going to put here. The original, you can kind of see, like the old G.I. Joes had the flag points.
Right.
I need to figure out if I'm going to use kind of a flag point thing here as well. Maybe a mail-in giveaway for Dell, which doesn't actually exist. But I'm worried people would cut out their books.
Right. Well, yeah. No, if you're gonna put something, you better have a plan.
Right. I don't want anybody doing that. Don't carry books.
And then you got to make, and then well, you know, and the fun thing is that you can make it so that, and this is the thing that they did with the flag points, right? Was that in order to acquire the flag points, they had more than enough profit margin to go, oh snap, we got to produce that.
Yeah.
Because it's a great way. It's also a great way. You know, we've talked about old school ways of crowdfunding, right? And getting people to buy extra copies of something is one of those old school methods.
Yeah.
Well, Pixel, I gotta run, man. The wife is gonna be home from work, and I'm gonna make sure that she has a belly full of hot food.
That sounds like a plan, dude. And I'll go ahead and close this up now. Let's get out of here.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
Nice and hidden. And let me zoom out here real quick, catch everybody up. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and 3D-ize this. I'm gonna grab out the straight rulers and the tools and other stuff like that proper, and made some decent progress on Apex Predator today. Nope, not that one, not that one, but yes, this one right here, page 1. A little bit of roughing it in and making sure that everything is nice and formatted and set up. So we've got our working areas. Oh yeah, that was the other one that I did. Already closed out. And got the layouts done for the advertisement for the Wildemaster. The oscillating kukri. There's a vibroblade.
I like it.
Yeah, so that way I don't have to like spend time in the book talking about it.
Yeah.
Right, because anybody who's there already knows what it is and what it's capable of. But if I toss in like an advertisement, then I could give some exposition to the audience, but at the same time immersing them in the over-commercialized world of cyberpunk.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And it gives me a page break too, so I can do that. But yeah, we've got this all. We're well on our way to remastering. Got a little bit more work done on the Midnight Triptych here. Let me bring up that right there. That's the 3 11x17s.
Cool.
Yeah, and I'm going to get this, after this is done, I'm going to print it out blue line. I'm going to ink it up analog. Ink it up analog style. And then, yeah. Yeah, I'm all out of words. My words have run dry. Hey, have yourself a great one, great cloudy day. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much to my special guest, Pixel Trader. Dude,
yeah.
always good to see you, brother.
Thanks for letting me come share some stuff.
Oh, anytime. You can come hijack the stream anytime you want, man. Put you up there front and center. For real. And one last look at our dancing waifu of the day. Death takes a vacation. And yeah, so that's a lot of fun. Alrighty, everybody out there in TV land. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, etc., etc., etc. Throw rocks, blah, blah, blah. And remember, be good. Or at least, you know, good at it.